Hello, Team Rockstar Fit. This is Trina Gray coming to you today with our third lesson in the three-part series called The 3 Beliefs to Success. So if you're just tuning in now or you're just getting this recording, make sure you go back and find the other two. They'll be on my YouTube. You can search my YouTube at Turbo Trina. So all 3 of these in the belief series will be on my YouTube, and you need to know all 3 for this to be successful. So the whole premise behind this lesson, the 3 beliefs to success, is that without all 3 beliefs, it is nearly impossible to be successful really in any company, but specifically as a Team Beachbody coach. So I have seen over 8 years of being a coach that people are usually dialed in on 1 or 2 of these beliefs. But when they're missing one, it's just their business doesn't feel congruent. It's not jiving. It's not flowing. There's not momentum. And I really can always get back to these 3 beliefs. To be successful as a Team Beachbody coach on our team, you have to have belief in self above all else. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to. If you don't believe that you have value, if you don't believe that you're going to change lives, if you don't believe that you're meant to be a successful CEO of a fitness business, if you don't believe that you are inspiring, if you don't believe that you are worthy of success, you can stop watching the videos because you got to work on that first. You have to work on that first. So if you're just joining in on this 3rd video, I'm just doing a really quick recap of 1 and 2. It's like reading the 3rd book in the Harry Potter series and not understanding 1 and 2. So really quickly, the 3 beliefs to success. Number 1 is belief in self. I can't state that enough, often enough, loudly enough, boldly enough, that generally speaking, when coaches are stuck, they're stuck with the first one. They're stuck that, am I really supposed to be a successful coach? Do I really believe I can? Do I think that I'm worth people's investment? Do I think that my challenge groups are good? Do I think that I have something to say? I'd like to answer that for you. If you found your way into Team Rockstar Fit, someone believes that you are worthy of this. We just need you to believe that you are worthy of this. All right, so belief in self above all else. Listen to Confidence on the Go, my friend Trish Blackwell's podcast. Read Insecurity Detox. Read You Are a Badass. Read any John Maxwell book. Find the belief in yourself that you need. I listen to Robin Sharma podcast. I love Darren Daly. Whatever, find something that speaks to you. Belief in self. Number 2, which I covered recently, is belief in the company. So this is huge. We represent a health and fitness company. We're in wellness. You absolutely have to believe that wellness matters, that wellness is valuable, that Beachbody is a world leader in health and wellness. I absolutely believe that. So when someone reached out to me the other day, comparing 2 companies that she was considering joining, I have no problem, 0 problem, fully endorsing Beachbody as a solution. I said it's a total package. It's fitness, it's nutrition, it is support. They are a global leader, nearly $1 billion company leading in health and fitness. So what a great company to partner with and associate with and be a part of, right? So you got to believe in the company. You got to use the products. You have to believe that you made a good decision picking this company, okay? So those are the first 2 videos. Lots more on those topics on the full videos of belief 1 and 2. We're here today to talk about belief number 3. So nice to see so many of you on live today. Hello, Brittany, Jane, Melissa, Thais. The names are scrolling up quickly. So glad that you're on, and I wore my shirt just for this today. Belief number 3. It doesn't work without it. I've seen people try. It's not pretty. Belief number 3 is belief in team. And I'm going to take some time today to describe that. I'm going to describe it from a new coach's standpoint. I'm going to talk about it from a leader's standpoint, what you need to do to foster that belief in team. I'm going to kind of cover this from all angles. So whether you know it or not, hopefully you do, the larger team that you are a part of is called Team Rockstar Fit, right? So you may be a leader among Team Rockstar Fit who has your own team, right? We've got Team Force, we have Team Good Vibe Tribe, we've got Team Fit and Happy, Happy and Free, we've got all kinds of them. There's all kinds of teams within Team Rockstar Fit, which is amazing. That's what we want. It's like Team Rockstar Fit's the NFL, and there's all these other teams inside of it, right? So the deal is that people join a team more so than joining a shake or a DVD or an on-demand these days. People are deciding on a team. What I mean by that is that the shakes are amazing. They're liquid gold. The workouts are incredible. They can change your body. But if someone wants to go from a customer to a coach, they're not joining the shakes and the workouts. They got to believe in them, right? Number 2 on our 3 belief series, they got to believe in the shakes and the workouts, but they're joining a team. A team. They're joining friendship. They're joining camaraderie. They're joining masterminding, mentorship. They're joining personal growth, personal mastery. Does that make sense? Somebody just give me a heart or a like or something to know that when you joined a team, you didn't just join Shakeology. You didn't just join P90X, or you didn't join Core de Force. Those are products that we have to believe in, but you're joining a team. That is the real draw. I can guarantee you, out of the many coaches that I have sponsored and supported and mentored over the years, if you ask them these days, what do they love about being a coach? I truly believe the coaches who've made it with me, the coaches who are here today thriving, are ones that say, I've made friends. I've grown personally. I have learned so many skills on this team. I've learned about social media. I've learned about marketing. I've learned about branding. I've learned about technology. I've learned about connections, relationships, leadership. Really, all of that gets kind of packaged together in this third belief, which is team. So belief in self, right? You deserve this success and you're worthy of it and you can do it. Belief in company, I like these products and programs. I'm going to use them in my life and tell other people about them. Number 3, belief in team and all the things that the team represents. To me, the team represents investing in your future, investing in a group of people who are most likely to take you to a new place in life. Ooh, think about that. This team, when people are deciding to come on, to stay, to go, to grow, when in doubt, talk to them about the team. Ask them, what friends have you made on this team? How have they made you a better person? What books have you been given on this team as a coach, or have you been referred to? What skills have you garnered from this team and our trainings and our calls? That's all from the team, you guys. That's not from self, and that's not from Beachbody. This third one is huge. And I think we undersell it, understate it, undervalue it, underdescribe it. This is why I believe people should join and will join. So if you are struggling with your conversations, inviting to the business, I want you to invite them to a team. So take yourself back in a time in your life that you were on a team. And I've heard some coaches say, I was never on a team. I was never in sports. I was never in drama club. This is my team. And now I see what it feels like to be a part of a team. I love that. Most of us can reference a time in our life that we were on a team and it felt good. And that's what I want you to dial into. Were you on a sports team, a drama team, a music team? Like, what kind of team were you on and how did that make you feel? Think about that. I'm going to guess that some of the words that you'd be thinking of right now are, I felt like I belonged. I felt like people had my back. I felt like I mattered. I felt like my voice mattered. These are great words and concepts for you to hopefully think about here with me today and even jot down. The value of being on a team. Did you ever feel challenged by your teammates? Did they ever push you outside your comfort zone to make you a better player or whatever it was, the team that you were on? I've been on many, many teams in my life, from, all the way back to little league to high school sports. But the most impactful teams I can say I was on the women's rowing team, the crew team at the University of Wisconsin. These were some freaking badass, intensely strong, amazing women. They made me better for the time that I was on that team. Even more important, the players, the coworkers, the teammates were more important to me than the coaches. Right? They made me want to get up early, get a workout in, and they made me want to try new things, right? I was on a team when I was at the University of Wisconsin. I was a writer for the student newspaper. It was a team of writers, editors, and reporters. I felt included, like I belonged, like I had found my groove, like people understood me, I understood them. I loved that feeling of not being a lone ranger. Being a part of a team is so powerful. And for me to be able to describe it to you, I can only authentically go back in my life and find, when was I a part of a team? Right? Being a part of this writing team in college and writing for the student newspaper didn't mean that I wanted to pass the work off on others. That's not what I see by being on a team. I see that people wanting to believe in me, wanting to invest in me, want to help me when I'm struggling, offer me ideas for my articles, help me make a deadline. It's just the camaraderie, the team is so powerful, right? And then another example, some of you relate to this, some of you don't. It's okay. It's my story. I was on a team, I believe, in college when I was in a sorority, a different group of people than the athletes that I was friends with, a different group of people than the writers and reporters I was friends with. But I like having different kinds of people in my life. I like that. I like being challenged through athletics and through, academics. And I like being challenged socially and meeting people from different walks of life. When I joined the sorority, I felt like, oh, I get these women. I click with them. I belong with them. We like some of the same things. We are involved in some of the same community organizations that we raised money for. I like the leadership opportunities that were involved. I like knowing that if I walked down the street, someone might wave and say hi. I like knowing that I belonged somewhere. So in my life post-college, 20 years now, I've always looked for ways to be a part of a team. Right? Whether it was creating my health club and creating my own team there, people I wanted to be around, wanted to invest in, knew that they'd have my back and I'd have theirs, knew that we were all going someplace together. It's a powerful feeling, right? So this, belief number 3, belief in team, means that you have to believe that you are inviting people to a team where they can get masterminding, mentoring, support, personal growth, where they'll be challenged, where they'll be supported, where people have their back, where people want to see them do well, right? That's the value of being on this team. It is so far beyond the workouts, the technology in the app, right? It is not just the shakes. I said it, I want to make sure you hear me. If you're struggling with your invites, if you're struggling with your belief in the team, figure out why. Figure out why. This team, from my perspective, and there are amazing teams all across Team Beachbody. I can speak about our team, and I've been on many, many, many other team Zooms across the country of many top coaches. And I've experienced other teams from the outside looking in. But I can tell you on this team, I feel like we look for people with integrity. We look for people who have hustle. We look for people who believe that they can make an impact in this world. We look for people who aren't in it for the quick fix, aren't in it for the quick income, aren't in it for just the accolades or the recognition. That's fun and it feels good, but I feel like we're in it because we freaking believe in health and fitness. I don't really know anybody on my team that I work with that I don't actually really feels like loves health and fitness. We attract passionate people. We are not out there standing on the street corner saying, who wants to make $70 this month? I'll show you how to sign a friend up for Beachbody on Demand, right? We're not leading with the income. We're not leading with the quick commissions. We're not even leading with the team cycle bonuses. We're leading with who out there believes in health and fitness, who out there believes that wellness counts, who out there would love to see their community off of medication, see fewer kids with obesity, see fewer families struggling. I would, right? This team believes in that. This team believes in that. I don't think on our team that you're supposed to look a certain way, be a certain body type, live in a certain part of the country, nothing. It's not that. We are a melting pot of a team all across the United States. We are men and women who truly believe in the crusade. That's what you're inviting people to. I'm inviting you to a team of passionate people who love health and fitness. That's what we're inviting people to. That's really all you got to say. Do you want to be a part of a team where people support each other, believe in each other, grow and learn from each other? I want you to elevate your invites to sound more like this, but you got to believe it yourself, right? So when you're thinking about your invitations, invite people to something. Invite them to something. I'm using these examples from college because they're kind of easy for us all to relate to. No matter where you are in the business, we can all relate to, potentially going off to high school or 2-year college, 4-year college, whatever. We've started new somewhere. And I remember when I was looking at colleges, as I've told to me this story, my friend Jen Galvin knew I was looking at Wisconsin and Michigan. And she didn't just say, oh, come to Wisconsin. They have really great class schedules. Like they got a 9 a.m. class you're really going to like. The cafeteria is cool. No, that's like talking about the products and the stuff. She said to me, you are meant to be a Badger. You are meant to go to this university. This place is phenomenal. You're surrounded by amazing people from all over the world. They're interesting people. They support each other. No one here is like too fancy for somebody else. Like you're going to fit in great. It's going to be world class. You're going to get a great education. You're going to get a job. That's what sold me on Wisconsin. She talked about the sports. She talked about the community, the camaraderie, the living on the lake. She sold me on the experience of being a part of a collegiate community. Sell people on the experience of being a part of a tribe of fitness people. A tribe of fitness people who aren't just climbing over people to get somewhere. That's huge. We do not have a team. We do not have a team where people are climbing over others to get somewhere. We have a team of people who are willing to hold hands, and I can speak from my heart and my conviction and my experience, having just been in Beaver Creek, Colorado, with 100 leaders across the team. Didn't matter who you were sponsored by, didn't matter when you joined this team, didn't matter what part of the country you were in, didn't matter who know who. You didn't need to know someone. You needed to be on an in crowd. That's why I love this team. You show up and do the work, you're invited. You got a seat at the table. Our diamond page, open to every diamond on the team, not just those sponsored by me, not just those sponsored by Vito, or not just those sponsored by our first coaches in the business. You're a diamond on the team, you got a seat at the table. You can offer training, you can offer mentorship, you can offer guidance. We believe in you. Right? That is phenomenal. Having just been in Beaver Creek and sat around with 100 diamond coaches on our team who earned their place there. They didn't have to know someone to get an invite. Everyone earned their place there. That's amazing. How about you invite people to that? How about you invite people to a place that says, you do the work, you do the hustle, you show up, you have heart, you help your teammates, and they will help you. That's what you should be inviting people to. That's who I feel like we are, right? If that speaks to you, start to say that in your own head. So what if you need to dial up your belief in a team? I'm going to speak to this from two different standpoints, all right? We've got Team Rockstar Fit, and we've got a smaller team that you are likely a part of, all right? Some of you might just be a part of Team Rockstar Fit. Some of you might just be getting introduced to Team Rockstar Fit right now. But the majority of coaches across Team Rockstar Fit are on this bigger team. We produce a lot of the trainings, the monthly Zooms, opportunities like this, big events at Summit, opportunities for Diamond leadership. It's open to all of Team Rockstar Fit. Within that, there's these smaller teams, usually hosted by and created by Diamonds and Star Diamonds, of which there are hundreds across our team. So you're probably a part of a couple different teams. Some of you, oh my gosh, at this point, you could be a part of 3 teams. Maybe the smaller one you're creating on your own, putting your voice out there. Maybe you're part of your sponsors team, and maybe you're a part of Team Rockstar Fit. If this is the case, what I ask you to do is to find a way to contribute. To find a way to feel connected. You might not feel connected at all levels, and that's okay. Get connected somewhere. Get connected somewhere. I can speak for many leaders on this team. We've adopted a lot of coaches over the years that might not necessarily jive with their exact team, but they find another team within our teams, and we've been very collegial about working with each other and helping each other out. We want you to find a place that you feel like you belong, that you're willing to contribute and garner information from. So what are the kinds of things you can do to contribute and be a part of a team? Well, you can participate in their monthly Zooms, right? The first Thursday of every month, Team Rockstar Fit hosts a monthly Zoom. Show up live, be on it, participate in the trivia. You will light up with energy being on the Zoom and seeing all these people across the country learning the same thing you're learning. Your smaller team that you're a part of, and I don't mean small as in like belittling, Team Rockstar Fit's just huge right now. So there are smaller sized phenomenal teams within the bigger team. Participate in their Zooms, offer to speak on a Zoom, offer content, participate in the Facebook pages, answer questions for people, ask questions of people, right? Participate in Rock the Basics. Send your coaches there. You don't need to recreate the wheel with training. Just take a training that we have and walk people through it. Support them in the training. How else? You can be a part of this team by creating real connections with people on the team. By not just asking people to give you things or hand you things, being willing to offer. This is what worked for me. This is an invite that worked great. This is a challenge group that I'm loving. Anybody needs some sample post? Here's a graphic that I loved. You'll feel more a part of a team when it's a two-way street. Find a way to make it a two-way street. Find a way to contribute at some level in a team. Contributing might just be showing up in the page and answering a question, showing up in a Facebook page and reporting in. On my team, my smaller team within Team Rockstar Fit, I invite my coaches to check in with me every Friday. Being a part of my team is showing up and checking in, right? So just participate. That's how you feel a part of a team. Participate. For the leaders, kind of on the flip side of this, those of you who say to me, gosh, I just can't foster a team culture. I can't get anybody on my team to participate in my page. No one joins my team Zooms. No one writes back in my page. Here's a few ideas for you to just contemplate, all right? It's probably a lot of different issues happening, but let me break it down for you. Are you showing up as the best leader you can be? Are you showing up positive? Are you showing up calm and confident? Are you showing up like you're going somewhere in life? Would they want to be a part of the content that you're contributing? Would they want to be a part of the Zoom that you're offering? Are you going somewhere? Do they believe you're going somewhere? If you're not sure, you better just start to say it. You better show up in your team page and say, friends, the past doesn't define me. I have struggled, or I have been slower, or I have whatever. This is where I'm going right now. I'm committing to personal development every morning. I'm following a program. I'm running groups. I'm going to invite at least 1 to 2 new coaches a month to join this team. I am committed to the trainings. Tell them where you're going. Tell them where you're going. And they will want to follow you more. They will want to listen more. They will want to contribute more. Other ideas: don't make your team page and your Zooms all business. Now, I often think that we don't make it business enough, just so you know. Sometimes I think it's just too much chatter and too much about life and too much about excuses and why things don't work. I think sometimes you just got to get down to who are you inviting, who are you mentoring, what are you inviting them to. I like to get down to brass tacks, right? I like to know that we're actually running a business. But in your team page, if it's crickets, if it's quiet, be more personal. Say, drop in a lifestyle picture. Show me what you're up to this weekend. I do believe in my personal team page, and in the Diamond page that I'm a part of, I do believe we offer both. I'd say it's 70% business at the Diamond level, at least, but it's fun to pop in there and say, take a picture from your weekend. Tell us what you're up to. We want to see you in your personal life. In my personal team page, I'll do that. Take a picture of your book today. Tell me what you're reading. Take a picture of something fun you're doing this weekend. We want to see inside your life. Invite people in to the world, to the team, and not just ask them to report on Success Club points. Do I ask people to report in on Success Club points? Yes, it's a part of the business. You can pretend it is or isn't, but the bottom line is that to grow in this business, you've got to be inviting people to something, and those invitations are attached to Success Club points. So yes, I absolutely have people report in on it, but that's not the only time during the month they're going to hear from me. They're going to hear from me about what I like about a book I'm reading. I'm going to do book clubs for them. They're going to hear from me about things I'm struggling with in a business, things that are going well in the business. They're going to hear about trainings I'm doing, the Diamond Daily. I try to be relevant in my coaches' lives without being overwhelming. Now, the way I do it doesn't need to be the way you do it. The bottom line is you got to find your path, your voice. But I do think it has worked for me to include some personal, right, in the team, to just invite people to get to know each other more. I do think keeping it simple in the team pages is good. Not having 1,000 posts a day in your team page might maybe invite people to check in more often if it weren't so overwhelming. Having structure. People like to know what to expect. My way is certainly not the only way, but I'm the one doing the live. So I'm going to tell you, if you're looking for more engagement in the team page, tell them how to engage with you. I tell my team I have Q&A every Thursday at noon Eastern. I have a PS Zoom every Friday at 10 Eastern, and you can report in on your action every Friday. I drop prizes for people who report in. Like, there's some consistency to what I offer, so they know how to participate. Now, you don't have to do the things I do, but you got to offer something. Maybe Mondays you go live and offer social media tips. Maybe Tuesdays you ask them for a recipe. Maybe Wednesdays you share a workout picture. Have some structure so people know how to participate in your team page. People aren't showing up for team Zooms? Rethink it for a while. Do more one-on-ones. Do more small group team Zooms, right? It's not all about having big team Zooms. It took us years on Team Rockstar Fit to have big team Zooms. A lot of it started small. A lot of it started with, me talking to 3 of my coaches. For many years, I had a team call with 3 of my coaches, and we would get on at the same time every Monday. That grew into more people. So connect at the level where people will show up. Connect at the level where people will show up. One-on-ones, a group of 2, a group of 3, maybe just one team Zoom a month, so it's a special event, special occasion. Those are just some ideas. So, coaches, thanks for staying on and listening. This is the last in the 3 beliefs system, right? It is a system. It is a flow. And for this wheel to turn, for you to have flow in your business, for you to have momentum in your business, you need all 3. Belief in self because you deserve it. Belief in this company because it is amazing. And they are global leaders and their heart is in it. And these leaders of Beachbody are good, genuine people who want to end the trend of obesity. And believe in this team because there are as many 100 leaders, Diamond and Star Diamond leaders across this team, more than that, 150, and many, 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 many emerging leaders who have the world in front of them. Believe that you are led by good people, right? Believe that this team was founded on integrity. Believe that when you invite people in, we're giving them the best chance of success if they take a hold of it and take accountability for their own actions. Believe in the power of Team Rockstar Fit. Believe in the power of your team. Thank you so much for being on today. I'm going to jump on Facebook and see if I see some questions. They never roll up on my phone. So I'll look here and see if any of you asked any questions. I hope this 3 belief system has been helpful for you. As usual, I will post a graphic that's going to ask you some questions about this team. Do you participate in our monthly Zooms? Do you participate in the Facebook group as a participant? And then leaders, I ask you about how you contribute to your team. So I hope this was helpful today. A lot of it is just off my heart, off the top of my head. And just from my own experience as a coach for many years. So let me look and see if there's some questions going on here. Dun, dun. Oh, thanks, Trina. Yes, we are a family. Love that. Okay. I see mostly high fives and shout outs, which is awesome. I totally appreciate that. I'm not seeing a question right now, so we will bring this to an end and I will look for questions later. I'm going to post that graphic. Mwah! Have an amazing day. Thank you. If you're listening, I'm guessing you're a part of Team Rockstar Fit or should be a part of Team Rockstar Fit. And I hope you feel confident that you made the right choice.